I've drank my water today, so. And I'll drink more water, but a nice cold Sprite right now is hitting just nicely. Just chilling. Another hot day, another beautiful day. There's a hummingbird for you guys. Pretty cool. Got the hummingbird feeder right there. Hummingbirds always come right there. That was pretty cool. I caught that one on live. We got a pack of Journey Together. And we have a plethora of comics. No, not all from Free Comic Book Day. I actually started collecting comics thanks to D&T Comics and Collectibles. I think he gave me my first one. My buddy Danny did. I think it was like a Spawn of some sort. I don't really remember, but we're gonna go through this bag. I'm gonna show you some of my favorites. Big, huge bag of comics. I got 3 slabs, as you can see, all 9/8, which is pretty much a 10 in CGC comic language, because if you have a 10 CGC comic, that is pretty crazy, man. It's like as mint could get. You know what I'll start off showing? It's one of my favorites right here. I have not decided if I wanted to put it in a CGC slab yet or not. But this is a sealed Pokemon the First Movie Pikachu's Vacation comic. Still has the full thing as if you bought it right off the thing. I actually got this locally for pretty cheap. I think I paid like $5 delivered. And the reason I got it is because I have another book, which is not out here, but I can go get it later. It's the Mewtwo Strikes Back, Pokemon the First Movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, and it's an art book. And it has Pikachu's Vacation in it, and it made me want to get the comic. Plus, like, come on. All the OGs right there. That OG Charizard's so sick. The Psyduck. But then this is the more of the... That's obviously the one I have right there. I want that blue one. And I want the one with the starters. That one's sick. I want all 3 of those, actually. Appreciate anyone stopping in. Anyone dropping a like. I'm 1 sub away from 300. I drop a new short or video every day, and I've been going live a lot more recently. So this is the first comic I just showed off. One of my favorites, the sealed Pikachu's Vacation. We'll just throw it right there. What we got next here? Alright, so this little baggie of comics right here are just some of my favorites. Nothing probably too valuable, I would say. So we'll start, and we'll just put the stack right here, and I'll just go through them, actually. This is one I picked up at Argos with D&T Comics and Collectibles. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. Hope you're having a great day. Spectacular Spider-Man. Big fan of the Hobgoblin. Underrated. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. The Hobgoblin's an underrated villain in Spider-Man, in my opinion. Obviously, the Green Goblin's incredible, but the Hobgoblin is pretty sick. Hi! Did you go on a walk? I don't have the keys anymore.
You don't have the keys?
No. I think I put them inside. This is a variant cover of Spawn that if I'm not mistaken, I got this from Danny, D&T Comics and Collectibles as well. Super cool black and white variant cover artwork. I have a really special Spawn to show at the end of this that I actually just got yesterday in a trade. Appreciate anyone that stopped in, liked, commented. If I don't see your comment right away, it's because my phone's in my stand and it actually blocks off like the bottom of it a little bit. Here's one that I picked up at Argo's as well, if I'm not mistaken. Argo's comic shop. I could be mistaken. This artwork is so sweet. How it like stacks like that because they're in a... That's so sick. I mean, right after I saw Deadpool and Wolverine, when I saw this cover, I definitely wanted to grab it. Beating the shit out of each other. Pretty cool artwork, man. I thought about sending that one into CGC. I haven't decided yet. I'm pretty indecisive about what I want to pay to get slabbed up. Here's another one I really love. Deadpool Wolverine with the bullet holes through them. I mean, that artwork is just sick, man. So if you went and saw the Deadpool Wolverine movie, like, it was very well done, and like these covers are just sweet, man. Just like encapsulates the movie in the comic. It's pretty cool. Not that that story's in the comic, just the artwork though. All right, here we go. Here's one I picked up recently that I like a lot. This is, so far as I'm aware, the only 4 issues of Wolverine. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. That one's sick. This one is really cool too. It's like a, it gives like a Ghost Rider Wolverine like hybrid or something. This is giving what's bro look like from the Gorillas? That's what he looks like. Super sick covers, man. The artwork's cool. And I know there's variants to this as well, but I actually bought this set right here to read it. I've got 1 through 4. So I actually bought it to read it, even though I haven't yet. Hey, it's a hot day. We drink our water too. But you know, we gotta sip on that ice cold Sprite, man. There's something about Sprite out of a can or Sprite out of a McDonald's cup, dude, that is just different from any other soda, bro. Here's one I picked up, Argo's as well. I'm a huge fan of Batman the Animated Series, so when I found this cover with Batman and Robin fighting some thugs, dude, I definitely had to scoop that up. The Batman Adventures, it's a comic that's based on the series as far as I'm aware. Got him robbing the TV in the background. Just cool artwork. They had a few other ones, but because I collect cards, I try to keep my comic collection as slim as I can. Like, I really only collect based on if I really love the cover, because if I'm being realistic, I don't read comics like that. So if I really love the cover, then I keep it. Same as the way I collect cards. I collect it based on the artwork. Super cool Parasite one I got from Free Comic Book Day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Free Comic Book Day this past year. This one, I want to read it. I haven't read it yet, but I've seen the movie, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the same. I could be mistaken, but This is another free comic book day from this year. According to D&T, when we went, this was actually one that was left over from a couple years ago. He said this issue right here has the first appearance of Blade's daughter. Thought that was pretty cool. I haven't read it, but pretty cool. All right, here's another. The next few here are free comic book day, actually. This is a Godzilla one I picked up. Free comic book day this year. Pretty sick. Yeah, I was like running away scared as shit. I just thought the artwork was pretty cool. I'm not like a huge Godzilla fan or anything, but this one, the cover is sick. I will not send this one into CGC because it's free comic book day, but that cover is so dope. This one also, yep, this year. 2025 free comic book day. I mean, that artwork is so badass. I love it. And then, dude, shout out my boy Coda, dude. We used to watch Trailer Park Boys every fucking day of the week, dude. All day, every day. I grew up in a trailer park. I currently live in a trailer park, dude. And when I tell you I maybe have experienced some of the things they experienced in the show, I'm not lying. This one was 4 years old. I actually was lucky enough to get it this year. But it was from quite a few years ago, 4 years ago. 20-year, yeah, that's pretty cool that I was able to add this one. Get a fucking comic book, that's funny. Alright, so pretty much this stack right here that we just went through. There's my phone, bro. It's alright. Drop my fucking phone. So pretty much the stack that I just went through is like a stack of comics that I really like a lot, but are not, you know, it's not like let me send these to CGC or anything like that. They're just comics. I would maybe send this one. I'm still thinking about it. Because my buddy told me that if I send this to CGC, they'll take it out of the plastic and grade the comic. But the comic's pretty mint, and the plastic is not perfect condition, so I don't see it being a loss to send that in to get graded. Alright, before we get into the super dope stuff, I'm going to do a Journey Together rip. Man, that Sprite is hitting. We got 2 hits in a row on Journey Together. Let's see if we can get another one. Yeah, buddy. Alright, we went through the comics that aren't that important. Let's do a rip. Come on. Come on. Give me some kind of full art. It's a pretty cute card. Cutie fly. Give me a full art. Give me a full art. That's cool. Oh. I will say I do have the full art version of this, though. Nothing in that one. That's alright. We can rip another pack here in a little bit. That was just one pack. We can rip a couple more. Fuck it. Alright, now I'm gonna go through some comics that are actually fire, dude. First, I'm gonna go through a few that I want to send into CGC soon. Like very soon. And then I'm going to go through 3 that I already have in slabs that are fucking badass. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna save the best of this raw for last. So we'll start with this one. I did have the whole set that I had purchased from D&T Comics and Collectibles live stream. Go ahead and check out their channel. They do comic book live streams where they sell and show off their comics and talk about comics, etc. Kind of who got me started into comics. You know, I'm more of a card collector myself, but I mean, artwork on comics, dude, is pretty badass. So this is the first one I want to send into CGC. I think this Predator cover is fucking sweet. Guy, he's holding the skull in his hand. Let's see, I'll go like that a little bit. Predator #1. D&T told me that it's the first appearance of Predator in a Marvel comic. And I did have the entire set, but I gave it back to him actually because since I'm not going to read it, I'm just going to slab this one up because of the art. And my thing is, even if I don't get a 9/8, all my slabs right now are 9/8s, but I don't think it'll get a 9/8 because of like that corner. But I'm going to send it into CGC just to protect the comic and the artwork. It's so sick, man. All right, next one. Let's see. Here's a really cool one that I picked up. The shocking conclusion to the year's most explosive saga. I mean, I don't have the rest of it, but I have this one where he's punching Daredevil in the stomach. And if anyone can whoop Daredevil's ass, like, it's gotta be symbiote suit Spider-Man, right? That's pretty cool, the half and half. Just the artwork's cool. Definitely want to send this one in and get it slabbed up. All right, here's one I picked up from Argos as an early release, actually, because they had technically not even been scanned in or released, I don't think. They were kind of like inventory that we found sitting on the table on our way out. But this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Guardians of the Galaxy comic, if I'm not mistaken. But it's the Doom variant cover, and this thing is badass, man. Looks like someone just pencil sketched Doom right on the front of it. Like, tell me that don't belong in a slab, man. Like, that is a sick piece of artwork right there, dude. I'd hang this on my wall if I had it as a painting. So I'd love to get it in a slab. A 9/8, it's possible. It's very clean. The edges, the corners. It's a very clean book. Definitely want to get that one slabbed up. All right, here's one that I got in a trade yesterday. I've been after it for quite some time, actually. I've been after it for almost a year, actually. And that is Spawn. But it's the Chadwick Boseman variant cover in memory of Chadwick, 1976 to 2020. You know, unfortunately, he passed away from, I believe, cancer after filming some movies. And then they created this variant cover that is, like, just super badass, man. And I just traded for it yesterday. But what a beautiful, badass cover, man. What a tribute, you know. It's cool that you can tribute people with artwork. Definitely want to get this one in a slab. I believe this one could get a 9.7, a 9.8. Corners and everything are clean. The binding is clean. Could get a nice score for sure. Don't slap. All right, here. This is probably my favorite comic that I own that is not slabbed, but it will be slabbed. I bought this from Argos. This is just like one of my favorite covers of a comic I've ever seen. I mean, that's beautiful. The foil cover. Look, you got that green on Venom's tongue. You got Frank Castle, man. And just they look so good side by side on that cover, dude. It pops so well. This one, 110% is going to be going into a slab. Really, really love this cover. All right. Final comics here. Got 3 slabs, man. I'll go in order of my favorite. So I'll actually do my newest one first, because it might be my least favorite, even though it is badass. I might need to like wipe it down here. Hold on here. Yeah, listen to the birds while you wait a moment here. Alright, here we go. First slab, huge Batman the Animated Series fan. One of my favorite animated shows ever is Batman the Animated Series. Grew up on it. I love it. Alright. This is, if I'm not mistaken, an homage to Batman the Animated Series on this cover. So for me, I really wanted it. And I traded an action figure for it, actually. So this is, boom, first slab. A 9.8, of course. This is Batman number 627. An homage, I believe. The artwork is a variant that is an homage to Batman the Animated Series, which is one of my favorite animated shows ever made, along with Batman Beyond. Graded by CGC. Flip it over. You got Tracy McGrady on the back. Got Milk ad. I mean, that's pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool, man. And that's the thing about the slabs, dude. This comic is all slabbed up, protected. And I want all of them to be like that. Super cool doing a trade with D&T Comics and Collectibles for that. I appreciate you both very much. And you know what? It's so funny that I said all my slabs were 9.8s, because this one's actually a 9.4. I forgot about that. But what I will say is that this slab is awesome, and I only paid $20 for it. At the height of Invincible. So this is my Invincible slab. As I was looking for an Invincible comic, because I had watched the series and I loved it, I wanted something that featured both him and his dad. And I thought the back of this was super badass too. So June 2005. Invincible number 0. 50 cents. A 9.4 graded by CGC. Super cool artwork. It's got all the different characters. Dad right there. It's got him as the main, obviously, and then just the back is super cool too. Omni-Man. Alright, so that's my second favorite, and then alright, here we go, dude. This is my favorite. This is my favorite comic. This is my favorite slab. This is my favorite everything right here, as far as comics go. And yes, this one is a 9.8, and this one is one of the coolest fucking covers I've ever fucking seen, dude. Bro. This comic right here. This cover right here, man. A 9.8 by CGC. Absolute Carnage. Symbiote Spider-Man #1. New York Comic-Con edition. I mean, just look at the details in this artwork, man. Here, let me... There we go. I mean, bro is just ripping the Venom symbiote suit in half. Even the back is awesome. Symbiote Spider-Man. New York Comic-Con 2019. Absolute fucking Carnage variant edition. Thing is insane, man. So I would say if we're gonna go 3 favorite comics right here, this is what we're rocking. Boom, boom, boom. So the Venom Punisher hollow foil. The Pikachu's Vacation sealed. I mean, well, that's such a sweet one. And then, I mean, I don't even gotta talk about that one. The artwork speaks for itself in all 3 of them. So like, these are my favorite comics that I own right here. Boom. That's my favorite slab. And that's my favorite raw comic, not sealed. Loving the Spawn. I'm gonna slab that one up along with a couple others. There's the Invincible. And the Batman's behind it. Yeah, super cool, man. Anyone that stopped in, liked, dropped a comment, even if you only stopped in for a moment, I appreciate you. We're just out here chilling, enjoying the day. It's pretty hot, but that's all right. There's a bird hanging out over there. This tree is really known to have a lot of birds and bugs, squirrels. And then if you catch the beginning of this live, I caught a hummingbird too. That was pretty cool. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Anyone that tuned in, I appreciate you. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Hope to catch you in the next one.